Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, welcoming you back to the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days we're dueling with a different deck every single day. Today, everybody, is day number 44, almost to the halfway point of this whole show. But anyway, we're taking a look at a new archetype with some old favorites. We're taking a look at the Raika Archetype. This is a newer archetype based around link summoning. It's got a whole bunch of things. It's got plants, insects, reptiles, the whole shebang. But basically what we're trying to do is summon out some links, summon out some big bugs. It's very casual minded, this variant we got here, but it's got some punch to it. Not just because we have like 3,400 point beat sticks, but because we have the ability to blow stuff up and summon a whole bunch of powerful links to do a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to be going into yugioh Pro. We're going to be showing off these Raikas, showing you how they work, the combos, the wombos, the what do's and the what not do's. And we'll have ourselves a good old time. So, of course, big shout out to the gentleman who asked for today's deck, that being Mr. Harry Yu, who wanted us to take a look at some Raikas with some big bugs on the side, and that's exactly what we're going to be aiming to do. We're going to be aiming to try and go first, summon a whole bunch of links and things, and just overpower our opponent with giant samurai bugs. So, let's go ahead in yugioh Pro, show off this deck, show you how it works, and have ourselves a good old time. Deck list at the end as always, but for now, let's get into them duels. Alrighty, our first opponent, another day, another card game. Like I said, we'd like to go first with this deck when we can, and we'll see what kind of hand we get into. Okay. Got potential. It does have potential. I do have my B Trooper card, but I don't have my B Troopers. So, we're going to go ahead and activate Un for Un. We want a very particular monster to start, and that's this guy, Raika Archetype. He's on the sleeves for a reason. He's very powerful. When this guy gets special summoned or normal summon, you can add 2 Raika cards from your deck to your hand. And if he does negate this, I have alternates. I have ways of getting around that. It's fine. But because we have like everything, we're just gonna get the standard. Normally, you're gonna add these 2. We're gonna get Samurai Grasshopper and Weird Reptile Cannon Man. Now, so we're gonna search these boys out, but we do have to banish one of these, and we're always gonna banish Tokage. You see, we can special summon our Grasshopper by placing our Banished Boy on the bottom of the deck. We play a lot with the Banished pile in this deck here we got here. Actually, I believe now it's called the Banished Zone. They finally have a name for it, the Banished Zone. Ooh, spooky. But yeah, so we're going to start with our first link. We're going to make this dude, Raika no Musha Dokuro. I'm curious as to what the TCG is going to call these, but we'll find out. And we're going to go ahead and bring back a monster. Because we used our Grasshopper, we get to bring back a monster. And then we're going to go ahead and bring back, let's see, this target Raika in the graveyard. Bring it back. Why not? I mean, we can't use our Marikobe twice, but we do need additional materials for links and things. So we're going to go make Raika no Onigumusho. This is our link 3. And we're going to go and use his effect, even though we can't really, we don't need to, but we're going to go ahead and banish a couple cards. Search out our other Raika Dairin. Kubu. I can't pronounce. Some of these names are very tongue-twisty. Very tongue-twisty. But it's all good. We're going to use our Dokuro. All of the link 2s and the 3s, even the other links, all of the links, you can put a monster on your field on the bottom of your deck. It's got to be insect, plant, or reptile, of course, but you can bring back your links. This way we can go ahead first turn. And let's see. Do I want to make my big boy first turn? I always like to summon the big boy first turn. He's a big boy for a reason. So we're going to summon Raika no Daigo. Or Dioga. Yeah, that's his name. Raika no Dioga. Yeah, pretty powerful monster. He gets the job done. My opponent tries to summon from the extra deck. I can destroy 2 monsters on the board. And I also have my Raika Kuren Kurishiki. And let's go ahead and use that. Let's go ahead and search a Raika monster. I can search any Raika, like my Marikobe. Then I gotta discard a card, and since I don't have a B Trooper, I'll just get rid of my Flying Sting. Because I'm not going to need it. Let's see. Target insect you control. Nah, I don't want to do that. Let's just set both of these just in case. And we'll end our turn for now. I mean, I've got a 3,600 beat stick. End phase. Banish an insect. Yeah, I'll get back Flying Sting. Why not? It's fine. We'll get this just in case I get into a B Trooper. I do have a couple B Troopers. Not a lot of them, but I do have them. It's just like, it's a nice little sight. Because B Troopers work well. Not just for links and things, but you know, for links and things, and it also works for anything that involves Bugz. So, what do we have? Well, we got Skull Servants. Funnily enough, we were playing Skull Servants, I think, within the week. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, day 48 is going to be some Skull Servant stuff, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, we're going to be up against some Skull Servants, the Servants of the Skull. The King is rather big, and I could destroy that. But because this is a quick effect, I feel like that's kind of a waste of time. Bit of a waste doing that. So what is my... I guess he's going to link these off for Vendread Savior. Something of that nature. Skull Servants are really big on just sending all the skulls to the grave. That's their whole strategy. Or we should be able to out that. I've got my Raika Archetype. I can just target and destroy cards equal to the number of links I have with different types. Pretty nice card. It's very, you know, you have to put some setup to get, like, massive numbers, but it works. So what is this guy doing? Vary up on the different dimension, you say. You're going to make yourself bigger. Well, unfortunately for you, I don't have a level. So White Princess doesn't actually work on Daigo. That's the thing. Links don't work on this dude. Now, granted, you are bigger than I am, which to some might be concerning, but to me it is not. To me it is not concerning at all. Let's go for our Raika Archetype. See, normally if you're playing Skull Servants, you try to protect this boy at least a little bit. But now he's Kaputski, and now we're protected. Because not only does this card pop cards, I can banish it in order to protect my boy, as well as destroy a card my opponent controls. It's got a lot of utility to it. Lots of utility. Okay, Raika. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say go. Oh no, I gotta pop 2 cards. This is fine. I can bring him back. All I need is a monster on the board, and I can just bring him back. So all's fine there. Okay. Maybe a little mistake there. That's okay. My opponent's got a whole lot of nothing. Ooh, and we have a Scale Bomber. There we go. And yeah, we're gonna special summon using our Yugioh. This is a beautiful card. It searches and it special summons monsters. Pinch me, I am dreaming. These Raikas do not screw around, so we're gonna summon our Marikobe. Basically, start off with what we did before. Is that we're gonna go ahead and get the Grasshopper Samurai and our Tokage. Tokage, I should mention, he bounces cards, and our Kamakiri, he just gets our monsters back when we link summon. So it doesn't do like a huge amount, but it does a good amount. Let's see, Insect is summoned. Let's go ahead and bring out our boy. And that will bring out our Butterfly. Yeah, the Butterfly. And I'm going to put him in attack mode. I am not afraid. I'm not afraid. You should be afraid. Alright. So I can just bring these both back, so why the heck not? I don't need to do too fancy of this. I'm just going to summon out my Daigo. And I'm going to go ahead and bring back Dokuro by putting Kamikiri on the bottom of the deck. Hello, I am back. And I can't bring a monster back, but that's fine. Let's just go for battle damage. Let's just go for damage. Sometimes at the end of the day, you have to just say, we've done enough combo. Let's go for, like, progressing the game state. And that's what we're going to do here. We should be pretty set. I mean, I can pop stuff, negate a monster effect, and then I can activate another monster effect. I got my Butterfly. I can tribute my boy and destroy a card. And I got, let's see, I got 2 different monsters, so I can top 2 cards with my I can't, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce these names. What is it? Kubikarimai. Okay, what's that? Why don't you actually bother reading it? Kubikarimai. Raika Archetype, Kubikarimai. What that's going to translate to in the actual, like, TCG, I have no idea, but it's going to be fancy. Alright. So he's going to attack into Daigo as Yun does. But I'm just going to pop this, because as cool as the King of Skulls is, he does not have protection against being destroyed by stuff. Unless you got the lady on the board, but he does not. Alrighty, now it's our turn. Alright, Nibiru, he's more of like our going second thing, so we're going to go ahead and discard him. We don't need Nibiru right now. We're playing Bugz anyway. Bugz are scared of giant rocks. Alright, so sorry Nibiru, but we don't need you. We don't need you right now. Yeah, just summon out our Marikobe. This is going to be one of those rare times I wish I had 3 of my trap. but it's fine. Let's go ahead and just get the terrible twosome. You always just get the terrible twosome because they combo so well with each other. And yeah, I probably could have also gone for Torikage, but it works out. Go ahead and put that back. Get this out. And let me double check one thing. This doesn't recover from my... Oh, God. Yeah, it only gets cards back from my deck. Regrettably. Let me think about what do I want to do here. There are many things I would love to do here. Why can't I summon Giant Link 4 Bug again? Ah, because I have a different type, because this is a plant. That's the thing you gotta... That's the one thing about combining these guys with bee troopers, is that you gotta remember that some of them are not bugs. Okay, so let's just go ahead and use these three. Why not? Let's just make Big Link. We're gonna make Raika Kusarigami. Yep. Activates a monster effect. Neither player can use that monster's effects in the hand for the whole turn. Not too useful there, but it's got some useful to it. It's got some uses to it. And then, yeah, just bring back the link. This is the main idea of Raika's. You make the links, and then you bring the darn things back. So, I'm going to put this in defense, in the off chance he's got battle traps. And so we'll see if this is game or not. I think it is. Yes, it is. Alrighty. So we were able to out the unstoppable Skull Serpents. Now, granted, my opponent did not set up quite right to be stopping me, but it doesn't matter. Even if he had gone for the Lady in White, I could have stopped that with Raigo. So, you know, this is essentially, this is what our deck is trying to do. Summon out the Raika little boys, go in for link summonings, just overpower our opponent with the trap, and then just start swinging for game. That's what this deck is about. Very straightforward, but it's fun to play. So let's go ahead for duel number 2. Show off some of the other things. We have a couple little other cards I'd like to show off. Some synchros, some other links, things of that nature. So let's go for duel 2 and keep going. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. I did make a slight change to extra deck between the last duel and this one, just so y'all know. I forgot I left a fusion in my extra deck. It's a cool fusion. It was for an original build that focused more around, like... I just realized I could have put in that bio armor. Oh, dang it. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters too much. Maybe that's a... I'll put that in the side deck. But yeah, originally I was going to be focused around more of the... what you call the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth in this deck, which... that would have been cool too. But I eventually went with different direction. But, you know, that's why the fusion was there. And then, of course, right now I'm like, oh, man, I could have put in the bio armor and made bigger bugs bigger. But then again, not everything I have is a bug, so, you know, consistency issues would have aroused. It would have happened, but it's whatever. I'll put it in the side deck for later. Regardless, we're going to start off with the Raika combo, doing our thing. We're just going to summon our Big Link 2. Then we'll go into our Link 3. Like I said, we do a lot of the same thing right now. The one thing I don't like about this deck... right the moment, is just the fact that, you know, there aren't a lot of Raika cards at the moment. I would really like to see what the second wave of these are going to look like. I would love to see another Raika that just does stuff, you know? I don't really care what it does. I just want another Raika that can summon itself, or, you know, it can just be like a monster that summons itself. That's all it really needs to do. And let me think here. Let's go ahead. We'll start off. I got everything, really. So we're going to summon out our Raika no Dokuro. We'll get out our... Actually, I'm going to go for the Link 4 to start. Why not? Raika no Kusarigami. That way, if my opponent searches stuff, you can't use hand effects for a turn. And that'll do it. I think I'll do it. I mean, monster's 3,200 attack. It's bigger than a Blue Eyes, so I think we're okay in that respect. All I need is for my opponent to use a monster effect, period. After that, no hand stuff. Nothing from my hand, brother. That's just how it goes. Alright, so, what are we up against? 13 extra decks, interesting number. I mean, I'm pretty good, though. I got my little card that pops all the things. I got my Imperm. I have a Lone Fire waiting in the wing. Even if I didn't have Lone Fire, I have another Raika card. But, you know, since I have this, I can do some of my cool techs and things, you know? I can summon out my Tuner and do synchros and stuff. That would be pretty neat. I don't have the one dude, but I have other dudes, so, like, I can summon... Like, I got 2 synchros I picked. I got the Circle of the Fairies, gives me additional normal summons. I can also burn my opponent while healing whenever my my plants or my bugs get sent to the grave. That's pretty cool. I also have the Menacing Mantis. Pretty cool, too. What is this? Gen the Diamond Tiger. During the main phase, summon a Ken the Warrior Dragon from hand or deck to your opponent's field in defense mode. Discard special summon the event of Ken the Warrior. Discard a card. I vaguely remember these. I don't remember what the engine is, but I do know he gives me the tiger, and it's like my opponent gets to draw or something. Something of that nature. Okay. I mean, I'll go ahead and use my Gorosigami. So what does this do? Opponent draws 2, get and discards a card. Okay, yeah. So he's basically saying, so, yeah, he's trying to discard cards. Playing Horus. Okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with it, because, like, oh, no. Oh. He's just going to draw more cards. Okay. Makes sense. He's playing a Horus deck. But the thing is, now that I've used my Kusarigami, he cannot use any monster effects in the hand. So he's glad he got that Sarko, because he's not going to be able to do much else. Walls of the Imperial Tomb. Becomes King Sarko while in the fields. Oh my lord, that's annoying. I was going to pop that too. Alright, well, that is not good. I think I'm about to get hit with the Horus archetype. And not the cool Horus archetype that I like to play. No, I'm talking about the annoying Horus archetype. How many Horuses does he have in the graveyard now? 3 of them things? Ah, shite, he already brought one out. Okay. Emergency, we're gonna have to get rid of Sarko. And hope he doesn't have another one. Unfortunate that this is all we're going to be able to do. Well, I have to stop him setting. I mean, he can still bring back his Horuses because he has the field spell, and that counts as the King Sarko. I'm more worried about the fact that he can just send my monsters to the grave when he battles them than anything. But hot dang, this is not the Horus I like to see. I like to see Horus when he's using an engine for draws. Where's Giant Trainer when you need to see him? Where's that guy? He's cool. This is not cool. All right. Let's see. I'm wondering if... Yeah, it didn't get it, so I figured as much. I was wondering if I had negated Gen, would that have done anything for us? I want to say no, but at the same time I want to say yes, but I don't think that's the case. Okay, this is fine though. I have all my dudes still in the grave. Or I have a grasshopper in the grave, so I can bring that back if I need to. SP Little Knight, you say? Oh no, you're going to banish... Oh, my Link 4. That's sad. I liked my Link 4. I liked my Link 4. It was a nice Link. Now what? Bounce back again? Oh, because he gets them back. Well, ain't that annoying? Alright. Oh, but it ends the battle phase? Okay. Alright. Alright, that's what it is. Let's go ahead and lone fire my Blossom. I have little else I can do at the moment. Little I can do. That's the sad thing. And I could bring back big Lynx. But I think I'll save that. For now, I'm going to use my Lone Fire Blossoms effect. We're going to get our Maricobe. See where this goes. He has SP Little Knight. He can just banish my Maricobe at any point. At any point he could do that, but I kind of want him to do that. Just a little bit. So 2 of the cards in his hand are like nothing. He's just got the Warriors or whatever. Magnum Hunt 2? Leave my junk alone! Keep your stinky dragon out of here. Get your stinky dragon up over here, sir. Thank you very much. Alright, man, this is why people don't like Horus, I guess. This is like the meta version of Horus, where he's just like, you know, I shall interrupt all of your plays and also summon out these guys every turn. and then, you know, kick you in the balls, because that's what I want to do. All right. So let us Linky Stinky into Raika. We'll bring back our Marikobe. We'll get him back regardless. I still have my spell card. Yeah, this is the part where he does that. Yep. Yep, indeed. I wish I had more stuff to get rid of back row. But I didn't. This is fine. I can make this work. So we're going to get back our Marikobe. We're going to activate our spell. We're going to bring back our Kamakiri. I was gonna say, if he wasn't gonna banish my stuff, that's what we're gonna do. So now we're gonna go ahead and bounce back our Kamakiri, get out our Link monster. Hello, I have returned from the underworld, and what was my effect? Yeah, that still works. I was just double checking to make sure that effect still works. Okay, Marikobe, you need to go back on the deck for now. I'll come back for you later. If we survive this, I'll come back for you. Let's put it that way. Put it that way. If I survive, then I'll come back for you. I don't know if we're going to survive it. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. He needs to summon from his deck or something with Dialga on the field so I can pop his stuff. It's the only real way I'm going to be able to survive. I needed that to live. I was gonna get my trap, you butt munch. Well, that's unfortunate. Poopy. I'm sorry to swear, but gosh dang nabbit. Okay, well that interrupts everything I wanted to do. I guess the only thing I can legally do is make Dialga and hope for the best, because that's literally the only thing I have. Oh, this is what people like to play? When I see Horus, I see make giant trainer and draw cards. That's how I prefer to do them, or just have them on the board. Which I guess is also what the meta players do, but not with bit steals too. Come on, man. That's just ridiculous. Alright, who's coming back? Oh yeah, Dokuro's coming back. Dokuro does come back, which is cool and all, but unfortunately I don't have my trap. If I had my trap, this would not be a problem, but I think this is a bit more of a problem that I'm currently equipped to deal with, because he also still has SP Little Knight. Let's see, opponent's deck or enter extra deck. Yeah. Gosh darn it, why this field spell had to be a thing, man. Okay, hold on though. This summons from the hand or the deck. You'll probably summon the one from the hand though, yeah. Yep. Gosh dang you and your dragon warrior, man. I don't appreciate this. Alright, so I think... I just don't know if I can out this. As much as I hate to say it, I don't know if I can out this particular something. Like, he's just gonna summon all the Horuses back, and he's gonna make some giant Link abomination. Or worse, more Xyz monsters followed by more abominations. Or Horus the Black Flame Deity, which is another thing he could do. Just get rid of my spell that was keeping my monsters big. Yeah, I think I've lost chat. I don't want to say that the game is over, but I think it's over. Like, he's just going to be able to summon all the Horuses back. That's it. Beat over that. Boop, boo. So, even if I did survive, my deck does not have great recoverability for things like this. If Beargrim was in the graveyard, maybe I could at least summon a monster, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I hate to say it, I think we've lost this one. I really do. Our deck does not recover too well from situations like this one. So I think we just got to call this one a loss. We got time for one more duel today, though. So let's go for one more duel and pick ourselves back up. And let's get some of those cool techs. I want to try a synchro summon in this deck. That's what I really want to see. Alrighty, everybody, the third and final opponent. Last chance for romance, the fight in third. And we'll shake off the dust of defeat and move on to the new duel. You know what? Sometimes you just run into random metafolk You know what? You can't let that get you down. Keep going. What are we up against? Raidraptors. I mean, that's not good. I mean, I have a Nibiru. If there's one thing I know is that if you can hit 2 birds with 1 rock, that's a good thing. So we'll see. It's not gonna be easy though. I have to be very careful about my timing of this rock. If I mess up my timing, I'm kind of doomed. That's 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be 4th. Okay. That's 4 summons, and then that's 5th summon. I think we'll hit him with a rock now. Will that be enough? We'll find out soon. If that doesn't work, I literally just lose. That's kind of how it works. Okay, I think that worked. Woo! Raidraptors is scary. All the new stuff they got is terrifying to me. Yeah, this will work. Let's summon out Marcoba by ditching our Metaforced Insect Queen. Nice card if I can summon it to the board. I have means of special summoning it. But just as well, I can just discard it in order to get out my Marcoba. Or conversely, I can just have Marcoba get negated, but this is why we run Lone Fire Blossom. So I'm negated and I can't do stuff anymore. Let's summon out Lone Fire Blossom. And let's see. Ooh, I can summon this dude. Hamasa with the highest attack numbers. Okay, why not? I summoned Typhon. He's on the board. He's actually weaker than... Oh, no. Can I... I can't summon anything else, can I? Whoops. I got a little too excited to try new things. A little too excited to try new things. But you know what? Lone Fire Blossom never gets to attack, so that's cool, too. We'll let Lone Fire do damage. Cool. Alright. Messed that up ever so slightly. What else does this do? This card is on the field. Neither player can activate the effects of monster to the attack points. Tap material, return a monster on the field to the hand. Okay. And hey, my opponent didn't do anything, so perfect. Alright. I triggered off Raika because I can do that to summon another one. Oh, wait, no. I could have summoned my tuner. No, this is fine. I have another Lone Fire. I can still do the tuner thing. Because I want to show off my other things I can do in this deck. That's why I summoned Typhon. That's why I summoned other things. I don't need you. You, I do not need. So we're going to normal summon another Lone Fire Blossom, because that is not a hard once per turn. We're going to tribute that off. We're going to get our tuner. Hello. It is I, Kyklos, the Circular Fairy. And, oh lord, I can summon them both. Do I want to, though? Not really. I'm just going to summon the Circular dude. I'm going to summon the Circle of Fairies. Because he looks cool. And because I summoned a Synchro, I can actually bring him right back. That's the cool thing. I can just summon him right back. Oh, right. I banished the wrong card. This is not a problem. I can actually banish a dude from the grave to summon out my Tokage. That's his other power. And I kind of want to destroy whatever this is, because I don't trust what my opponents can do. And you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go whole hog into new stuff for this deck. Let's summon our Synchro, Diovolantis, the Menacing Mantis. I can mill equal to the number of... Let's see. Send to the grave, send to the grave. Send this dude to the grave. Let's see. How many bugs are on the grave? I have lots of those things. Whoops. Wrong button. Come forth, Beargrim. You haven't done anything yet. Sorry, Metaforced Queen, but you're just going to have to be banished for now. I summon forth Beargrim, the Shelled Emperor. There you go. All right. Let's see. What was the other effect of this thing? Target insect or playing control tree is a tuner. I treat this as a tuner for no good reason. All right. I'll take it. All right. So there you go. That's all the extra stuff for the deck. Okay, that was a duel. Yeah, I guess that counts. Okay. We'll do one bonus duel today. I know it's going to be a little long today, but I'm owing you guys one extra duel, because I feel like this was cool and all, but I think we can do one more. Let's just do one more time. Alrighty, everybody, the fourth duel, the surprise fourth. Normally, I don't need to do a fourth duel. We've shown off, like, pretty much everything in this deck, to be honest. Ooh, that could be rough. But, you know, every once in a while, I want to do a little bit more for you guys, you know? I want to show off more of this deck and do. So, what are we up against? Endymion, which could be rough. Endymion is not an archetype to be trifled with. And I assume you're going to go for... Oh, he had the spell Powers Mastery. And this, let's see. 1,000 more attack, place a spell counter on it, and if you do... Okay, so this is an Endymion deck. Gonna remove those counters. He's gonna summon the Master of all Magicians, which is not good for me. Or, okay, no, it's Jackal King. I mean, that's also not necessarily good, but it's way better than the alternative. It's monster effect, so I do need to worry about that a little bit, but never mind. Beyond the Pendulum. I think... Yeah, I'm going to stop that. I don't trust that. Sorry, my brother. I'm going to have to say no to that. I'll have to say a little bit of no. Little bit. So, yeah, this is Endymion. It's pendulums. He's pendulum summoning. I appreciate the life points, but I would rather have a draw myself. To be honest. Alright. Blue boy, indeed. He can't use more than one of the spell books, though, right? Yeah, he already used that, so he can't use it again this turn, but he can use it next turn. Unless he has the spellbook of the Masters. Alright. Interesting indeed. 1,000 Eyes of a... Or Millennium Eyes Restrict, same guy. Alright. My opponent's got himself set up a little bit. Scales are completely off, but what can you do? Can you use this more than once? He might be able to do that more than once. Oh no. Selene the Queen. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, despite my brilliantly played impermanence, I don't know what this guy's trying to do. Gonna summon a spellcaster. Oh no, he can just have that thing on the board. Because it's a spellcaster. When activates a monster effect, target effect monster controls or in the graveyard. Okay, that's not necessarily good at all. So we're gonna have to go for the Pot of Prosperity and kind of hope for the best. Kind of hope for the best. I should have just ended this at 3 duels, thinking now, but you know, we will either triumph over adversity or we will die on our swords. Those are our only options here. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me think about that. Remind me, Beargram. I could summon Beargram. That is true. And I could just banish a bunch of dudes. Resonance Insect would be nice. He's going to be able to summon something no matter what I do. You know what? Screw it. This is the 4th duel. I'm just going to go whole hog into it. Screw the rules. I'm just going to attack my opponent with big numbers. That's all I want to do. So this doesn't do anything, right? It has to be from this card. Okay. That one's fine. This doesn't count as an activated effect. I'm going to banish these 3 dudes and summon forth Beargram. Because he's big. Yeah, that's right. I summoned a big dude. What do you have to say to that one, Mr. Millennium Eyes? You're going to need to go see your optometrist after I'm done with you. Alright, battle phase. Wipe out the Millennium Eyes Restrict. He does nothing unless I do a monster effect. Nothing! What? Beargram, why aren't you attacking? Did I misread something? I think I misread something. Oh no. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know why Beargram is not being allowed to offense. But, yeah, that's not quite what I wanted to see. Not quite. I must have misread something. Can only special summon once per turn. Battle phase up monsters. Is it Selene the Queen? Oh, I can't attack Selene because he has Endymion. Frig. That's the worst timeline. Alright. I mean, Beargram's still bigger. That kind of means something, right? Well, the frickin' Celine the Queen. Okay. Magician's Souls. Alright. You gonna try to draw some more? I guess it doesn't even matter. He's just gonna make a giant Link 4 and beat over Beargrim. I went whole hog into it. but I don't think that's gonna help me. A Millenniumized Restrict. That is not a good card for me to go up against, because I'm very monster effect needy. Although, then again, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it has to be in the graveyard with Dokuro. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I lose. I think I just plain lose. Gosh darn it. Well, these sort of things happen, I suppose, but, I mean, I got to see Beargrim. I mean, that's why I wanted to see my boy. What can I say? You know what? Screw your boy. I'm gonna activate this regardless. I'm about to lose, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Alright. Well, unfortunately, folks, I bit off a little more than I should have. Should have just gone for 3 duels today, but what can you do? I wanted to show off a little bit more about this deck. Regrettably, all I got to show off is that sometimes you can go just a little too hard. So, let's go for the end screen. I don't see myself coming back from this. Alrighty, everybody. So, the Raika Bugz went 2-2 today. Honestly, I'd say that's doing the deck a little bit of a disservice. I'd say Raikas are a little bit better than that. We had some bad luck, honestly. Some not so good for us opponents, I would say. But sometimes that's what happens. You know, sometimes you go into these things, you have your plan, you have your strategies, you know what you want to do and what you don't want to do, and yet your opponent is either fully prepared for what you're doing, or their strategy is completely counter to what you're trying to do. Like, you know, we're very monster effect reliant. My opponent has Millenniumized Restrict to be stopping all my monsters in the grave and stuff. Such things happen. But you know what? We got to show off at least a lot of what this deck does do. The Raika engine is very sound when it goes off. I mean, all we need is this little plant boy, and you just go to town, make links of the things, and then, you know, we have a bunch of big bugs on the side. We have things like Beargrim. We didn't see Neptune at all, but he is optional. He's an option there. He did have only insects, but, you know, we have a bunch of insects for that thing. We have Doomdoves, our metamorphized insect queen, things of that nature. So it's a deck that can do a lot of different things in a lot of different situations, and it does work. I just wish we could have seen it win more as it deserves to do. But some things happen. It goes out of your hand. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Real quick, I'm going to leave you all with the deck list, and then we'll see what we're doing tomorrow. So the main deck today, we have 2 copies of Nibiru. We have 1 copy of Beargram, Heavy Bee Trooper Mighty Neptune, Doomdozer, Bee Trooper Sting Lancer, our Metamorphized Insect Queen, 1 copy of Kaiklos, the Circular Fairy, as our tuner. We have 2 copies of our Resonance Insect, 3 copies each of Raika no Yoroi Tokage, as well as Raika no Yahazu Kamikiri. Lord, these are mouth fillers. We have our Bee Trooper Scale Bomber, and 3 copies each of Lunefire Blossom and our Raika no Marakobe. 1 for 1, a couple triple tactical talents. We have Foolish Burial, Monster Born, couple pots of Prosperity. We have Call by Grave, triple Raika, Ryoran Kurisaki, 3 copies of Infinite Imperm, 2 copies of Raika, Dairin Kubikari Mai, and 1 Bee Trooper Flying Sting. For the extra deck, we have things like Reptilian Echidna, Bee Trooper Armored Horn, 3 copies of Raika no Mushat Dokuro, 1 Aroma Seraphim Jasmine, 1 Seraphim Papillon, 2 of our Raika no Uga Minushi. We have 1 copy of Raika no Kusarigami, 1 Giant Bee Trooper Invincible Atlas, 1 Raika no Dioga, 1 copy of the Superstar Slayer, 1 copy of Circle of the Fire Rays, and 1 Diablo Lantis, the Menacing Mantis. As for the side deck, well, really the only thing I also thought about was, like I said, the perfect ultimate Great Moth thing to distribute your opponent's stuff, summon big insects, and now that I remember the darn thing, Bio Insect Armor, which does work on any bug, so I don't know why I forgot to put this in the deck. But anyway, that's today's episode. I hope you did enjoy seeing some insect stuff, and yeah, mistext aside, I think the deck works pretty dang good. So let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button if you did enjoy. And tomorrow, did I finish the deck yet? I still need to work on this. It's a variation of a deck I've done before. We're doing A to Z Dragon Buster Cannon, which of course means we're going for the armed dragon thing. So I just got to fix this old deck up a little bit. and then, you know, take it out for a spin. But for now, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. And your boy Memphis signing out for now. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Till then, I'll stay safe and stay happy. You have a good one.